And now we have the latest installment as of May 2026 in the Battlestar Galactica universe, Battlestar Galactica Blood and Chrome. And I'm glad that this exists. It was a nice little one-off story, but the problem that I had was that I was actually way less enthusiastic about watching this than I was watching Caprica. And the thing is, that first silent war, the war that both the original Battlestar Galactica and the 04 Battlestar Galactica are telling us about, you would think that far more people would want to watch that war than Caprica stuff, just like how in Harry Potter barely anybody discusses Voldemort's first attack on the Wizarding World. It's not really discussed that much in the main media works, and I'd love to learn more about that, but this, I don't know, it just didn't appeal to me, even though there was nothing wrong with it, because the characters that they had in here, they were fine. There was nothing wrong with them. You have your protagonist who's a bit of a hot shot, but is nonetheless decently grounded for a hot shot. You have the more experienced pilots who start teaching that person the ropes. You have the commanding officer who doesn't get the main character or the situation necessarily. You have the foil to the protagonist, and then you have somebody else who could do a variety of things, which is the chick in this example. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. The special effects, like, man, for something that was done in either 2012 or 2014, the level of just how good the computer graphics were, I was shocked, because I'm like, they seriously are doing a great job of showing them on a snowy area. This looks amazing. It's a green screen. Almost all of this is shot on a green screen. They only build the foregrounds of the sets and then they added later. You watch the special features, they had a ridiculous amount of CGI effects and shots that they had to do for this thing, and yet they pulled it off. Holy crap. That was amazing. The twists that you had as it went on, okay. Not that much to it. But ultimately, it just didn't have the greatest amount of impact. But then again, this was supposed to be a feature-length pilot for a TV show that wasn't picked up, which is half the reason why the effect of this isn't that useful, because if I was to ever watch the pilot that Sarah Michelle Gellar did for the Cruel Intentions show and the proposed Buffy the Vampire Slayer reboot, yes, that got cancelled. Unfortunately, I actually had a nice idea that I was planning on floating around the fanfiction community for that. But yeah, because there's no follow-up, it weakens it, even though on its own, as I said, it's a nice little one-off. It's nice to see a little bit more of that universe. Yeah. Well, there's not that much left to discuss for this product, so I'm going to basically end the video here. I do hope that this franchise, though, comes back again, because it's been almost enough time between the last main Battlestar Galactica product, 2009-2010, depending on your point of view, that we could definitely see another iteration in this franchise, but who knows? Studio politics are a bitch, but welcome to corporate America.